Hey everybody, today is Monday, September 5th, 2022, Labor Day. And where am I spending my Labor Day? Is it at a family function, a party, a pool, maybe down at the beach? No, I'm here out front of Longacre's Dairy in Barto, Pennsylvania. Family owned and operated since 1920. Check out this amazing old school building. I am loving this. Look at the really awesome advertisements they actually have on the side of the building as well. Pasteurized, homogenized milk. Look at that, 1 quart liquid. That is a really, really cool old school sign they have out here. If you're into old school signs, I know a lot of you guys who watch these videos are definitely into old school signage. That is something you should come out here and check out. So again, family owned and operated since 1920, which is really awesome because unfortunately, a lot of places around here that have been owned and operated since the 1920s or around then or whatever have actually gone out of business. There used to be a really awesome place called Nelson's. Look at that, since 1920. Longacre's Modern Dairy, another really awesome sign out there. Look at that one. That one lights up with some neon around it. That is a really cool sign. So like I was saying, there used to be another dairy called Nelson's. I guess it was just ice cream. Nelson's Ice Cream. I think they made other dairy products as well. But that used to actually be in my hometown, and they only recently went out of business. So a lot of places like this sadly just aren't around anymore. So an actual dairy from 1920 that's been family owned and operated since then, that still exists, is really cool. I mean, this dairy is 102 years old, and again, family owned and operated. Look at the awesome sign here in front as well. I'm loving the old school signage. That is so cool. So really neat to see a place like this still around. I've actually never gotten ice cream here before. I'm gonna have to do that one of these days. I'm gonna have to try their ice cream because it looks delicious. I've driven past this place about 47,000 times. I've never pulled over to actually get myself some ice cream one of these days. Look at this, so cool. They actually have a dairy bar inside, which has me really intrigued. Unfortunately, right now they are closed. We can't actually go inside and enjoy any ice cream at the dairy bar, but someday I will be coming back out here and I will be enjoying some ice cream from the dairy bar. I wanna see what a dairy bar is. I have no idea what a dairy bar is. If you know, leave a comment down below. This looks awesome. Definitely have to come back out here. Definitely had to get some ice cream. There's a hex sign down there. Look at that. So yeah, again, definitely gonna come out here and get some ice cream. They do milk, celebrating 100 years, 1920 to 2020. Longacre's Ice Cream, Barto, Pennsylvania. The building itself is really, really awesome because it's definitely an old building. I don't know how long this building's been here. I don't know if it's been here since 1920 or maybe not. Who knows? But the building is in of itself is really cool. Definitely old. Definitely a very, very old building. Been here for a good long time. We're gonna go around back. We're gonna take a look at what's in back as well, even though I don't know if we're really allowed around in back. I have no idea. There's another milk bottle up there. Look at that. That one says ice cream, even though it's a milk bottle. That one says Longacre's Ice Cream. Oh, and milk, there we go. Drink Longacre's milk, Barto, PA. Those signs are so cool. It looks like they actually light up. I'm seeing electricity running to them. And if you're into old signage, you gotta get out here. You gotta check that out. Those are really, really cool. So I'm just more fascinated by the fact that this is such an old company and the fact that they have been around for so incredibly long. In 102 years, they've been around. And I'm really fascinated by the actual building itself, just because, I mean, you can look at this and tell this has been around here for a very, very long time. Again, whether it's been around since the 1920s, I have no idea, but this building definitely has some age to it. I really want to go back and check this. Again, I don't know if we're really allowed back here. I don't see any signs to say no trespassing, so I'm just gonna walk until somebody yells at me and says, get away. Longacre's Modern Dairy. There's a maintenance department. Look at the old lettering on this. Look at that. How long has that been there? That is so cool. I just love old buildings and stuff because I kind of take myself and put myself into the times that these buildings were probably around. I think who used to work here, how many generations worked here, how many people went through the management office back in the day. I mean, who knows who was going through these doors, what they were doing, making ice cream, delivering ice cream, loading up trucks, loading up the Longacre's delivery trucks there. I mean, just thinking about all the people who once worked here at this company over the years. That's what I do when I see these old places. When I go to old places, I put myself in the place of the people who once at one time worked here. Look at the old glass bricks. That's something you don't see here anymore. Loving this. So again, I don't really know if we're allowed back here. Doesn't say no trespassing, and the doors are definitely open. There's definitely a whole bunch of doors open. So Look at that. I'm guessing that's where they actually make the dairy products. There's people in there. Look at that. They got the old milk jugs back there. There's milk jugs there as well. That is so cool. That is neat to see. I'm just waiting for somebody to come out and yell at me for being back here. But look at these old milk containers. Look at this. How cool are those? I still remember when they used to use these back in the day. Back in when I was little in the 1980s, things like this were still occasionally used. We actually used to have milk delivery people back in the 1980s still. Did you have that? I mean, I'm thinking milk delivery is a thing that doesn't exist anymore. Nobody delivers milk anymore, right? Or maybe they do. If they do still deliver milk in your area, leave a comment down below. Let me know. I would love to hear about that. But I remember up until sometime in the 1980s, there was a local dairy. Again, they closed down. Don't remember what the name of that dairy was, but there was a local dairy in my area that actually used to deliver milk to people. Some people in my town had these little milk boxes, kind of like a mailbox, but it was a milk box outside of your house, and the milkman would come up and put the milk inside the box. I guess you paid a fee every month or something like that to have the milk delivered. My neighbor had that. We never had that. My family never had it. We just went to the grocery store and we just got our milk from the grocery store. But I remember my neighbor had one of those milk boxes outside of his house and used to get milk delivered to his house back in the 1980s, which I'm guessing for a lot of you probably seems like a really, really long time ago. Yeah, they still delivered milk back then. So this is awesome. This is cool. It was really neat to see in there them actually making the product. So they actually make everything here on site, which is awesome. So the ice cream, the milk, all that stuff is actually made right here. It's not made somewhere else and then shipped here. It's made right here. Look at this awesome delivery truck here. This is really cool. This is something I would love to have. Should I trade in Vanabelle and get something like this? That would be cool to drive around. Look at that, Longacre's milk and ice cream, refrigerated service, Barto, PA. This is probably what they actually delivered milk in back in the day. I guarantee you. They were delivering milk to houses back in the day in this thing. Look inside there. That is really, really cool. I'm loving this. This is great, guys. This is fantastic. I really had to pull over and just check this place out because I knew it was gonna be really neat just seeing all the old school trucks and the really awesome old school buildings. Had no idea they'd actually be out here making the ice cream and making the milk inside. Look at the door. Does it open? It's kind of, I don't know. I'm not gonna mess with that too much, but the door is definitely ajar. That is too cool. So, all right, guys, this is awesome. Again, I just wanted to bring you guys out here. I wanted to show this to you. Since 1920, family owned and operated here in Barto, Pennsylvania. These buildings alone are amazing. Look at this old like barn type building here with the hay lofts. I'm guessing they weren't actually hay lofts, but the lofts up top there. Again, the old milk containers. I don't know why I'm walking back this way because again, the doors are definitely open. There's definitely people working here, but we're gonna do it anyway. This is so cool. Again, the milk containers. People in there were actually working, again, making the milk, making the ice cream, bottling all that stuff. So cool. I love this kind of stuff, guys. The fact that things like this still exist, the fact that there is still a company around that is still making ice cream, still making milk. I want to go inside these places so bad. I want somebody to come out and say, what are you doing? And then I can explain it to them, and then they can say, come inside, see the stuff, check this out. I would love to go inside and see all the equipment, and how they actually like make the milk, and how they make the ice cream. That'd be so cool to see, but looks like nobody's offering to let me inside today, unfortunately. But again, the fact that a place like this still exists, that it's still around, is so cool, because a lot of the dairies around here have indeed closed up. They no longer exist. The one dairy that was in my hometown, Nelson's Ice Cream, that dairy was actually in the middle, literally, of a town, which is interesting. It wasn't like around a bunch of farms. I mean, I guess there were farms in the area at the time that probably supplied them with milk, but now it just sat in the middle of a town, and they made ice cream there for a really long time, and unfortunately they sold the name. So Nelson's Ice Cream is still around, but they sold the name to another ice cream company, so it's not really Nelson's Ice Cream anymore. It's ice cream made under a different company with using the name Nelson's, which is a shame. And the other company that used to be around, the actual dairy that used to be around, was a dairy farm. I remember that place actually used to sit on a farm. They had cows, all that stuff, but sadly a lot of those places have closed up. They've sold the land. Like land like this right now in this area is worth a ridiculous amount of money. All this dairy farm around here now, it's worth so much money. They can take this, they can develop it, they can put some housing up here, they can put a strip mall in here and make a crap ton of money by selling off the land. So the fact that a place like this has said no to that and still has decided to stick around and keep making their products, I think is so awesome and so cool. Longacre's Modern Dairy. Some more delivery trucks right here, that's cool. But all right, guys, I just want to pull over, check this place out. Someday we'll have to come back here, actually try the ice cream when they're open. Like I said, it is Labor Day Monday, so they're not open today, but there are people actually here doing labor. There are people here. Again, looks like they were either making ice cream or packing up milk into bottles or doing something back there. There's a lot of pipes and machinery and people doing something inside there. So people are doing labor on Labor Day, but unfortunately, the actual milk or the dairy bar, I want to find out what a dairy bar is. The actual dairy bar itself is not open right now. Maybe they will be opening. Is there a time? Oh, they open at 11. So I don't think it's 11 now. I think I'm pretty sure it's 11 actually at this point. So I think they're just not opening today because I'm pretty sure it's 11 o'clock. So maybe today they're not opening, or maybe it's not 11 o'clock yet. I honestly have no idea what time it is right now. It is still kind of early in the morning. It's definitely before noon though. So I'm thinking it's right around 11 o'clock right now. So I don't know. Who knows? Maybe they'll open up. But we'll come back out here. We'll check them out. We'll definitely go to the dairy bar at some point because I want to find out what a dairy bar is. But anyway, guys, I wanted to pull over, check this place out. Longacre's Modern Dairy here in Barto, Pennsylvania. Awesome building, awesome signage, awesome that they've lasted for 102 years and they're still going strong, making dairy products, making milk, making ice cream. So awesome, so cool. But I'm gonna let you guys go. So, all right, guys, that's it. So as always, thank you so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check down below for all the different links, definitely to Patreon. If you do become a patron, you do get a monthly postcard sent to you. I pick up postcards from the road, and I will send one of those out to you at the beginning of every single month. Also check down below for a link to Spreadshirt. We're gonna grab yourself What's With Dave Today t-shirts, proceeds both from Spreadshirt and from Patreon. Do go to help putting money either in Pumpkin or in Van, or money, well, help, yeah, it is money. Help to put gas inside Vanabelle or inside Pumpkin so we can come out to fun, interesting places like this. And if you guys are having a fantastic Labor Day, let me know what you guys did. If you guys did anything fun or interesting, leave a comment down below, or better yet, on social media, post a picture of what you saw or what you did this weekend and tag me in it because I want to see what cool, fun, interesting things you saw or what cool, fun, interesting places you went to. Did you go to an awesome old school 1920s dairy? If you did, let me know. Man, I could really go for some ice cream right now. Sorry, guys. That's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next video. Have a good one. Subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow. All right. Bye.